If you like glorified gymnastics, vanilla midgets, and people that can't talk, then it's been the longest of longest weeks as AEW took a week off. Collision didn't happen and Rampage was crammed into Wednesday. But if you actually like good wrestling, or liked good wrestling past tense, and it's been even longer than that, it's probably been close to about 5,000 weeks since we actually had consistent good wrestling. But nonetheless, this is your Dynamite preview. We are in Alberta, Edmonton, Canada. Edmonton, Alberta, Rogers Place. And no surprise, if you care about the attendance, AEW haven't sold out. They're about 300 tickets short of selling out, which is no real surprise there. But we do have a lot of matches to go through and a few segments. And when the first bullet point is Chris Jericho and Big Bill in action, you may as well remove point for bullet point, load that bullet into a gun and shoot yourself. Chris Jericho, the learning tree, he's trying to get this over. He's talking in interviews, people love Y2J, they always chant it, but I think the best era of Jericho is the here and now. No, man. It's not the learning tree. What's happened to Chris Jericho? The guy that beat Rock and Austin the same night, what happened to him? I don't know what happened to him, man, but dark days lay ahead, and hopefully Big Bill beats him. But here, I'm not going to hold out too much in that. But Chris Jericho, what happened? He's pushing so hard to get this over. It's just not working, man. He's like posted an image of his face like morphed into this big ass tree. Looks like it belongs in Harry Potter. And to be honest, half of these freak show bastards belong in Harry Potter. But anyway, Chris Jericho, he's going to beat Big Bill. That's my prediction right there. Right, so up next, we have got Orange Cassidy against Trent Barretta, the best friends. Oh, they collide. I want to be your friend. You want to be my best friend? I mean, come on. How can these guys get dropped off right in the arena in a camper fan, mini fan, whatever, by their mum, right? And then have a street fight? Like, could you see when wrestling was good? Imagine, like, the Hardy Boys getting dropped off by their mum and dad to the arena in a camper fan. At least if they were, like, if that was when, like, you know, King of the Ring 94, when they were opening the doors. I mean, if they were 17 that was happening, you could respect it. But could you imagine Mania 25 and then, you know, the feud that they had then? If, like, a week prior, the Hardy Boys' mum at, like, what, 65, 60 was dropping them off at the arena, man? Pfft. Look how much credibility that like I Quit match they had. It would have lost. Come on, man. It's just, how are you supposed to care about it? And Orange Cassidy. You know, obviously Trent Barrett is a midget, but this guy walked in with his hands in his pocket. Anyway, moving on. Serena Deeb is going to speak, and I shall not speak about it. What she's going to speak. See, when that is a selling point about your show, that's a reason why you're 300 tickets down, man. That's a reason why. See if you were walking outside this arena, where is it? Rogers Place, which also just sounds incredibly boring, by the way. If you were walking outside Rogers Place and you saw the posters up and it had big writing, oh, Serena Deeb to speak, you'd have to be a dweeb to go and buy a ticket for this, man. Because what would come on? What was Serena Deeb going to say, man, to interest fucking anybody? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sticking with women, we've got Mariah May taking on Harley Cameron. Again, another women's match here. AEW, I mean, WWE's awful. I mean, at least with AEW, he doesn't. That's the only thing Tony Khan is probably better at WWE than doing. Is the fact there's like a serious lack of women's wrestling. He just doesn't care about it. Big Tony Khan. But again, we've got this match here. I'll go Mariah May because why not? I've left like the three main event things till the end, so we'll start with Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage going face to face, shall we? Swerve Strickland's a jobber. We've seen him 10 days ago on Collision. That's when they saved him for the big rating. He came out and he's just so boring. Even like this wee jobber guy did like his mouthpiece. I know he's his mouthpiece. Oh, he's doing the talking for him, but come on. I mean, that was a time to get that big basketball viewership in, man, and actually get them infested. Be like, I'm going to tune into this next week when this guy's on. No, boring, man. Swerve Strickland's a jobber. I mean, I'm not going to say Samoa Joe's run was brilliant because it wasn't. It was quite horrendous, but at the same time, this guy's run is going to be bad. Like, wrestling in this modern era, you're like, just get the belt off him, right? And then you realise, like, oh, that's actually not that much better. It's like Damian Priest. would it not have just been better if Drew McIntyre beat Seth Rollins at Mania? I think it would have been. I think it absolutely would have been. Obviously, like you got that moment where Punk cost him, but then you look at like Swerve Strickland and the guy's mid card, man. The guy is a mid carder. He can come out and Kofi Kingston, he won it. He's a black man. I want it. What sort of story is that, man? And then you've also kind of got them like not blurring the lines, but he's addressing the elite situation. It's like they need to go all in with that or not reference it whatsoever. Like they either have like Omega and Khan focus on the elite, or have like the entire company. Now the NWO did that, right? Where in WCW it was pretty much like the NWO was referenced in every segment and took over and like their own commentary and shit. They can't be half in, half out. Swerve Strickland can't address right the elite and then just want to focus on Christian Cage, because it makes Christian Cage look weak being a heel, and then you've got like the elite going around pile driving like CEOs and shit. Anyway, Christian, he'll be good in this. He did say he doesn't care about the WWE Hall of Fame. When Tony Khan's money dries up, or his dad pulls the plug, you'll care about it. Up next, we've got Adam Copeland, his wee best buddy, taking on Brody King. He took on the other jobber for House of Black last week. This time, though, TNT... Well, I'm pretty sure last week was for the TNT Championship. Anyway, what is this? Is Edge just going to go through every House of Black member and bury them? Is that supposed to get you to tune into this shit show? I mean, Edge is going to win, right? But... you just know this is going to go fucking 20 minutes. I could guarantee it'll go 20 minutes, man. Anyway, last bullet point. Kenny Omega is apparently making an important announcement. So we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I thought last week he got absolutely killed, so apparently he's coming out this week. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, though, Tony Khan said that he might be getting in the ring, so, well, not this week, but, wrestling capacity. You could just, could you just imagine though, like the elite Okada and the young jobbers against Omega and Tony Khan? Jesus, man, how bad that would be. That would be absolutely horrendous. Tony Khan, man, celebrating with Kenny Omega at the end of the match, hanging around his fucking leg like he's a bloody 6-week-old puppy. Embarrassing. Anyway, this show's going to be shite. Make no mistake about it. And I'm glad, we've been burying WWE for a week straight. The well is ran dry, but Tony Khan, he's gonna save our malnourishment, and he's gonna deliver some bangers tonight, isn't he? Not so much, but here I'll be there to bury it. And I think the best thing about Dynamite is, like, yes, it's shit, and there's always these talking points, but it's the rating. It's like, what's this show going to go down to this week? So I'll make a prediction. I'm going to go for 693. That's my prediction, 693. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below. And until next time, peace.